And we are live. Hey, 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 Facebook family. Hey, everyone. How you doing? This is Narissa Malloy. I'm super excited because I have a great friend. I'm here today. And, we are only a few days away from the Unshakable Women's Prayer Brunch. And so I'm excited to have none other than my own Holmes here. I'm tongue tied. My own Holmes here. We having a conversation. We're just talking, and
You don't even know my name.
yeah,
Right.
we're just going ahead. We're talking about the brunch last year because my own was a guest, but of more than that, she's going to share what that experience was about. But that's what we're here to talk about. The Unshakable Prayer Brunch is for women entrepreneurs. If you're in the DMV area or surrounding area, it is this Saturday at noon. Saturday, November 16th in the Maryland area. We have a few tickets left. And so right now it's really all about the season we're in, the harvest season, and moving with a spirit of expectation as we go into harvest season in the new year. And that's what it's all about. Women coming together in prayer, in partnership, in preparation, and positioning for that next level of expansion, whether it's opportunities, collaborating, and who doesn't like a good brunch and some good food anyway? So that's what it's all about. But my own, let the people know who you are and just a little bit about what you do, of course. And then let's get right into it.
Well, good evening. My name is My Own Homes. I am the founder of Socially Polished, which is a digital marketing agency. I have been in business for over 5 years now. I I am located in the DMV area, but my clients are located all over the United States. Um, I don't know if you want to go right into it
I
or
mean, just chat.
okay. Um, I'm gonna just kick off. Let's just chat about the brunch, okay?
Mhm.
So, a lot of times when you go to brunch, and I'm sure some other women may be feeling like this, like you like, oh, I'm just because this was me, like I'm just over the empowerment brunches, woo woo woo. But
Mhm.
I knew Narissa, so I was like, I want to go support. Plus, it said prayer.
Mhm.
In November last year, I would say maybe from like September to November, it was a hard time for me and somewhat
Mhm.
a dark time. And a dark time and a hard time like in my business,
Mhm.
and personally. And so Narissa doesn't know this, but I got up that morning. I was like, I don't feel like going.
Oh wow.
But I was like, I'm going to go because I said I was coming.
Wow.
Like I sat on, I don't have nothing to wear. Like I kept saying all these excuses to myself, like I'm not going. Da, 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 da. And so I get there, and I'm like, it's Larissa lives on the other side of the world. At least that's what I call it. But, but the event was close to me, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go, and I'm I'm glad that I went because
Wow.
when I got there, so when I got there, like my spirit immediately changed because I saw Marissa, then I saw some other women that I know, and the air felt light.
Wow.
And so then I'm sitting there, then the card, I can't remember, but the card that I picked up that you had, because we each had to like come in and get a card.
Mhm.
The card that I picked up felt like it was like the card was directly speaking to me.
Mm.
And so I'm like, okay, God, like, so then I had invited someone that we know. I had invited the young lady TT
Mhm.
to come. Again, not knowing, had no idea what she's going through in her. And so then she came in. And then I would say at the prayer breakfast, there was a lot of folks who came half empty, leaving full.
Mm.
And so so at the prayer brunch, unbeknownst to me,
Mhm.
I was awarded, I don't know if y'all can see it. Can y'all see it? Yes, you can.
Yes, I can see it.
I was awarded the I got it, Unshakable CEO of the Year for 2023. And I bust out in tears because, and I find myself getting ready to cry now because of where I was then versus where I am today. I bust out
Mm.
in tears because I'm like, one, I'm like, God, you sent somebody and you knew I needed this.
Oh.
Sometimes in your business, you feel like
Oh.
when the math is not mathing and things aren't adding up to what you feel like it should be, and you are following God's lead. But for you, it doesn't seem like it's going the way it's supposed to be going. And that's the way I was feeling. But I always try to be like with my community, with my friends and women that I know in business. I'm
Mhm.
always the, you know how they say the strong friend?
Oh yeah.
I'm always the strong friend checking on my friends, like telling them, pushing them, like, you can do this, you got this, because I know what it's like to like feel like those dark places. But I was, man, it was hard. And then when I was like, and you called my name and you, I was like, is she for a second, are we practicing? Like, are we practicing for the person that we're gonna call, or am I being punked? But then I was like, okay, no, it's really you. And so it's like God allows someone to see all the hard work and the things that you've been doing. And it was hard to be unshakable last year. And it was, sometimes it's hard to like follow what God is telling you, but He'll send little things. And so when I won that award, like I just told my husband when you were introducing me, I was like, "Oh, baby, give me my award," because it's sitting right here on the side, like right there. Because I've gotten like recognition, people tell me thank you, but for some reason, like this award meant so much.
Oh.
And no, you probably don't even know.
Wow. Wow.
You know, your family tells you all the time, especially your immediate family, you know, your husband and your children, you know, they're proud of you and things, but it's like someone else appreciates you and recognizes those long nights and those weekends and those like free calls and
Mm.
all the hard work that you've been doing, and to say I not only see you but I honor you. That means a lot, because a lot of times, and I say this in my community all the time, like as women, we're the last one to be recognized.
Yeah.
When we're thinking of experts that you should call to the stage,
Mhm.
women that look like us are the last person that you're thinking of as experts. And so for someone to say that's not the case here, that meant the word. And still, as you can see, means the world to me. And so that was the place I was in there. And then I feel like when I think back to where I was then and where I am now, it's like a whole
Mm.
world has changed. Because after that, then I got the, hey, you won this contract. Hey, I need you as the right. And so things started lining up. And so my end of year was nowhere near like what I was coming into the prayer, right? And you hear all the time like prayer works, but there's one thing for you to pray, but there's another thing when you are with and connected with a group of
Yeah.
people who are all praying. But then when I, like I said, the woman I had invited to then with, I didn't even know what she
Mhm.
had been going through. And for her to say, I've been praying and looking for a group like this. And then just, I look over while we're praying and it's just tears like just streaming down her face. I was like, and
Wow.
then there was another woman who touched me who said, like, she just happened to come across the prayer brunch and see it. And she came, didn't know anyone, didn't know
That
you.
morning, she messaged me that morning. Can she still come?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then for her to like break down and just share, it was like sometimes you feel like there's not a room for you or not a circle
Mhm.
or a place where you can, I don't have anyone I can talk to. I don't have anyone I can share X with. The brunch is the place.
Mm.
because we come there with open arms and no judgment and everyone ready, open and willing to support.
Yeah.
And so I think that was the biggest key takeaway for me. And then, like I said, the room, like this, I always feel like God ordains the people that should be in a space. And so that's what I felt when I was at the brunch. Like all of these women were specifically ordained to be here.
Yeah.
Whether it was the women who were on the panel, which the panel was phenomenal,
Mm-hmm.
down to seeing legacy in the room with you, your husband, and your daughter,
Yeah.
or seeing the women who are being touched via the prayer or just the conversations that are happening.
Yeah.
So I implore you that come for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Oftentimes, we don't do anything for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's for everyone else. It's for every other reason. You don't need to be convinced to do something for your children. You don't need to be convinced to do something for your husband. You don't need to be convinced to do something even probably for family. But you, for some reason, you have to be convinced to do something for yourself.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, don't convince yourself, just come.
Wow. I'm almost speechless, but I can't be. But and the thing is, we didn't. This was just like a last minute yesterday text. Let's go live, and didn't even know we were gonna be sitting here boohooing.
Okay,
And
because I
just
have to teach you ready.
transparency at its finest. But I appreciate that, my own. And this is a testament to other people because when I first hosted the brunch, I was like, oh my God, are people gonna come? And you worried about numbers and all of those things. And so, like you as well, when I left and walked away from that brunch, like this year has been like mind blowing for me. So many different things, contracts, speaking engagements, clients, all the amazing things. So it's been a year. And it's because I strongly believe it's that harvest going into in that season, expecting, knowing, and then the prayer that solidified it, the partnerships that were made. I mean, we had a community afterwards, and women were bidding on RFPs and contracts. So it's not just about, for me, I'm not a person that's into clicks. I'm not into all that stuff. And I feel like God is going to orchestrate who needs to be at this brunch. So I'm not worried about who's there, who's not there, because I know if you're meant to be there, God is going to place you there and you're going to come and get what you are to receive. And
Mhm.
I'm glad you said that because I didn't even know that all of that was going on in the background before you got there. But I did recognize in all our conversations and everything that you've been going through, what you've been going through and how you stood resilient, how you stood strong. Even when you were down, you still, got back up. And that's the whole point of being unshakable. You're going to get knocked down as a woman many times in business, in life, all the things. But it's the bounce back, it's the getting back up and continue to push through. And that's what makes you unshakable. And that's what makes us unshakable as women, too. So coming into the room, it's all about how do we continue to support each other on this journey of being unshakable women and walking in our purpose and doing what we're aligned to do and ensuring that we are in alignment and in community with the right people, and
Mhm.
also opening up doors to opportunities and growth because you can't do this alone. You
No.
cannot do this thing called entrepreneurship alone. And so that's the whole reason behind the brunch. I'm super excited about it. I'm super excited about you and our friendship and how you push me as well. But just know I see you. And that's why. And here's the thing, how I choose, it's not even like there's no rhyme or reason. I just be like, Lord, tell me who should I give this brand? Who should I give this award to? And he just downloads it. So I
Mhm.
know the young woman that's going to be there this weekend is going to be just as surprised.
Mhm.
And I feel like it's going to be right on time.
Mhm.
And And I won't change the way I do it until he gives me a different rhyme or reason. But it is what it is. But for those of you who are in the audience that are watching and curious, we do have a few spots left. It's Saturday, November 16th. It's at an exclusive location in the National Harbor in Maryland. Tickets are still on sale. www.theunshakableprayerbrunch.com. Women entrepreneurs, if you're looking for a space, a safe space where you can come out, meet other women, like-minded, high achievers, well-esteemed women, of course, that and you're ready to just come and lock arms and connect and just network. It's a day, like my own said, as a CEO, you need to have a day for you, a day where you can let go of all the things, all the calls, the texts, the team, the invoices, and just focus on how you can refuel your cup so that you can move into the next season ready, equipped and positioned for your next. So you have any last words, my own? This was so good. Lord, this was so good.
I would say, well, first, again, I'm just gonna say thank you again.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I ain't gonna get nobody crying because if I get started,
It's too late.
um, I also just really quickly, hold on, let me look it up really quickly
Mm-hmm.
so that everyone can know this. I should have had this ready.
It's okay. Why you said that? Nikisha said, I feel everything she's saying. That was to your testimony.
Thank you. So on my award, you had put a scripture,
Mm-hmm.
and it was First Corinthians 16:13, and it says, "Be on your guard, stand firm in your faith, be courageous, be strong." And again, I'm gonna just say, everything to me felt like it was like right on time with the brunch, because the award, when I walked in, the part I happened to pick is like directly meant for me, down to the scripture that's on my award. So sometimes, again, when going to I'm like, listen, I'm look, folks is hiring and they're giving six figures now. Okay, I can have one headache instead of five or
Mm. Say that
or
again.
and then my award is sitting there right on the shelf, and I just look and I'm like, nope. I'm gonna just, and then I go and I'll like pull out my Bible, and for whatever I'm feeling, I'll find a scripture for that to like help me get through. So thank you for creating something
Mm.
to help women to get through.
Yeah.
That you may come there feeling shakable, but you will definitely leave. And unshakable does not mean that you don't fail. Unshakable does
Yeah.
not mean that you aren't shaken up a little bit. It means that you, like Aaliyah said, if first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again.
Yep.
And so, again, sometimes when we're doing this thing and we're doing it alone, and you're in your four walls and you think you're doing it alone, but then you enter the room and you realize, okay, there are other people here who understand me,
Yeah.
are standing firm and confirming what God has placed in me and for me. Because that's the other thing. You might go to other events and da da da. For me, if God is not at the forefront of what you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
then you're not doing it right.
Yeah.
And I like to be in the midst and in community with people who know that that is the center for them.
Yeah. That's big for
Come on,
sure.
come on, come on.
Come and join us. Few
Be there. Y'all get to be.
tickets left. Yes, come join us. There is a host hotel too. I mean, listen, message me if you need that information. But otherwise, join us. Last call, www.theunshakableprayerbrunch.com. Grab your seat. Only a few seats left. We have some amazing things in store. I'm super excited. I can't wait. Still doing a whole lot of stuff. And I have a surprise that I am announcing on Saturday. Something I've been working on.
She had good. This is the other thing I want to say.
Mhm.
Narissa had good gifts too. Yo,
Oh, sweet. Thank
Like,
you for that.
it was prizes and a gift bag, and sometimes it'd be like the regular old pen and paper. No, she had good gifts because I was like, "Oh, for it to be your first event, girl, you got some good gifts." She had like Fridays, spas in there, meeting with the financial folks. I was like, "Okay." So,
Yes, good gifts. I have to shout out my sponsors. I don't have all of them now, but
come on,
yes, we have
come
good
on
gifts.
for the gifts. And then the food was good too, because I like good food. So
Yes.
if nothing else, come chat with me, get some good gifts, and get some good food.
Yeah, especially if you need support with your marketing and your business. Okay. Again, this is about prayer and partnerships.
Say that. I ain't say that.
I'm saying that. Prayer and
I said,
partnership.
come chat with me. I'm gonna chat about this food, chat about these gifts.
And then connect after. You're leaving with definite connections. So that's the plan. So, but thank you, Mayon. I love you dearly.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm always here to support, and I am excited this year. I'm full fledged coming because my spirit is different.
Yay.
Um, yes,
All
looking
right.
forward to it.
All right, guys, grab your tickets, www.theunshakableprayerbrunch.com. I am Narissa
And
Malloy.
bring a friend.
Oh, bring a friend for sure. Definitely bring a friend. I am, yes, bring a friend, message me. Listen, whatever you have to do, bring a friend. And let's get this going. Don't wait for the last minute, ladies. A lot of people like to wait for the last minute. Just get it going. Get your ticket, lock in your space, block your calendar, and we will see you guys there this Saturday, November 16th at noon at the National Harbor in Maryland for the second annual Unshakable Women's Prayer Brunch. So I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.